got a chance to see Season 2, Episode 4 of House of the Dragon, the Red Dragon and the Gold. Let's talk about it right now. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with me as we rant about movies, comic books, and television shows, as well as the occasional board game. I am your host, Frank Zank. I'm an award-winning screenwriter, novelist, and comic book writer, as well as a filmmaker. I got a couple meetings coming up tomorrow. Exciting stuff. Just finished my deck for a couple of the films I'm working on, so I can go speak to some investors. I got some horror stuff that I'm working on, and I'm kind of excited about it. I think they're good. Most of the time, the investors don't read the script anyway. I'm also leaving for Gen Con. If you guys are board gamers at all, Gen Con is in Indianapolis at the end of this month, and which we'll also find out if the Teamsters are going to strike, which is going to be our next strike in the film industry, which is why nobody is working right now. So hopefully they will not strike and everything will go back to normal. If you'd like to read anything that I've written, just check out the description below and you'll find links to Amazon. I'm also on Audible with Destiny Horizons if you're into... I didn't do the voice myself. I had VO artists do that too. In fact, too, there was a husband-wife team, so all the male characters have a unique voice and all the female have a unique voice as well. So it turns out like a little bit of a radio show. All right, so let's talk about House of the Dragon. Again, Season 2, Episode 4. And I thought the last episode, which a lot of people got on me about, because they're like, just wait, this was the setup for the big battle scene that we're going to be having in this one. And I'm like, okay, I'm in it to win it. So, it's not like I'm going to drop the show because I felt like one episode was slow. But though I do think that the last episode could have had a little bit more meat to it. But this one was back to what I'm used to with Game of Thrones. It had a little bit of a setup in the beginning and then, smashed pretty hard at the end. Or even towards the last third of the episode was pretty much all action. A lot of effects with the dragon work. Probably a very expensive episode if I could guess. So I guess you have to have, the one episode that's kind of more self-contained, and then you do the episode that's very expensive, so they kind of equal out. So this is called The Red Dragon and the Gold, and it is basically a dragon. There is going to be spoilers here because it's impossible to speak about this episode without talking about spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, go ahead and shut me up and then go watch it and then come back. Hopefully you have watched it now because it has been several days. It's not like I'm recording this on the day it was released. So this is directed by Alan Taylor. And this guy is a hit and miss director. And he has done Game of Thrones before. So this is not his first Game of Thrones. And he's directed, this is the second episode of House of the Dragon. But he's also directed Terminator Genesis and Thor Dark World. So when I say he's hit and miss, that's what I'm talking about. Of course, he's done big stuff. But he also did, and I got to give him credit on this one, Blue Eye Samurai, which I thought was great. So again, that's why I'm saying he's hit and miss, but a lot of the stuff he does is very good, and some of it's, the Marvel stuff, and the Terminator thing was it. And he also did Boardwalk Empire, so a lot of stuff I did like. And this episode is definitely going in as a good episode as well. A lot of stuff happens here, and it just shows you that Aemon holds a grudge, even if it's his own brother. So, he's turning into a mass murderer. So we get a little bit of revelations here. I'm surprised that, first of all, Rhaenyra's son there, he was being a dick to her. I wanted to go up and slap him. Don't talk to your mom like that. Get out of here. They were all shocked that she went to see Alicent, but the princess knew that she was trying to not start a war. And when Rhaenyra comes back, she's like, war is it? We came to an agreement, and she's not going to back down, even though I told her she was wrong, and we both agreed that she misconstrued what was said. And I guess we're going to war. So meanwhile, Cole has put together this whole team, this whole army on his way to this other kingdom. They don't even care that Daemon is that other kingdom going crazy. They're like, just let him go crazy over there, man. We got our own little battles we're gonna do here. So literally, David is having his own little existential crisis going on at that castle, chopping off heads and stuff like that. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't know if that house that thing's just haunted, or I don't know what's going on with him. Somebody poisoned him. I don't know. I didn't read the book, so I don't know. So let me know if he's just poisoned or what's going on with him. He's hallucinating to a huge degree, that's for damn sure. His guilt is getting to him, I guess. Because even she's like, isn't this what you always wanted? You wanted the crown, because the crown drops on the floor. So anyway, Cole's partner there is like, why are we attacking during day? This is crazy. But Cole had a whole thing set up. But Aegon fucks everything. He fucks everything. Even his mom told him, Alicent told him, look, I need you to start listening to people. You need to start asking for help. You need to start asking for advice. And what's he do? He immediately gets on a dragon and goes to fight. This guy is an idiot. He's an idiot. And the princess, who was one of my favorite characters here, I think she's extremely wise. And she goes, you're going to have to send me. And I thought that was brave. And nobody offered to go with her. Or there's got to be other dragon riders besides, the 4 or whatever. And I'm like, you're going there by yourself? It's going to be a trap. So, sure enough, it was. And she was winning. That was the funny part. So, hey, here comes Aegon. So she's wiping out people, and Cole is just wait, and then we find out that Aemon's there, and he's just lying in wait with the biggest dragon there is. And I'm like, oh man, I knew it was a trap. Here comes Aegon, and she attacks Aegon, and because Aegon comes right at her, and she knew what to do. She went around and slashed the other dragon. The dragon was bleeding all over the place. He's crashing. I'm like, wow, good job. Now get out of there. Get out of there. Because she already knew that Aemon was there with the huge dragon. Why didn't she leave and go get reinforcements? Instead, she's like looking for him. She comes back. She circles around and comes back looking for him. I'm like, oh, this is not a good idea. You've already pressed your luck far too much. I'm literally talking to the television like it's like a horror movie, going, no, don't go. Turn around. And sure enough, boom, it comes up and kills the dragon, and then obviously she's dead. I was pissed off when she died. That was, I don't know, man. She was a very good portion of the show. She brought a lot to it, and she didn't take any shit. And even though she was supposed to be up for the throne that she felt, I think that she accepted where she was with everything. And then I don't know if they're alluding to the fact that Alicent is pregnant. I think that's where they're trying. She was holding her stomach the entire time, and that which makes it would be Cole's son or daughter. And I don't know how that would work. I think unless she's trying to give herself an abortion, I don't know, which is what that drink was. I'm not sure. But yeah, I was sad that she died, but Aemon went right at his brother. He didn't even care about the other one. If the other woman had left, he wouldn't have cared, because he was there. Once his brother showed up, his only goal was to kill his brother. I guess about the whole thing that when he embarrassed him or, took his lover, who was the prostitute. I think that weighed on him. And any time of thing, and this was like his perfect chance to get revenge because he can blame the death on the princess. So, I mean, he went right at him, man, and flamed him up. And apparently he's dead because Cole went and dropped to his knees, and Eamon's like, where's the king? And then Eamon just points and walks away. That was a great shot. I love that last shot of the just smoke everywhere, Cole on his knees, and Eamon just walking away. I mean, the guy's a serial killer. Guy is a serial killer. That is the most messed up family. The other team, black team, needs to go in there and take the throne because green team is just crazy. They have no honor, no nothing. And now what's going to happen? Is Eamon now going to take over the throne? I guess so, right? Unless Allison takes it, which would probably be the best thing to do. If Allison takes it, at least she can negotiate something with Rhaenyra. I don't see it any other way working. But if she's pregnant now, she can't be taking the throne being pregnant. I don't know. Really good episode. A lot of stuff happened. And that's what I like when. And again, you have to have the setup thing because you just purely on a budgetary basis, you can't have two of those type of shows in a row or episodes in a row. Anyway, really good stuff. The Dance of the Dragons, I guess they're calling it. I heard some other people call it. Just that part alone, even if I ruin it for you, just seeing it, I can't describe it well enough to the point of it equaling what the visuals are. So the effects team did an amazing job. Hats off to everyone involved. They did a good job. It was the battle was full of weight, and it looks like they took the kingdom, the whole kingdom anyway. The castle. She didn't even stop them from doing. Like at least maybe her presence there stopped them, but it didn't even do that. Anyway, that's it for me. Let me know what you thought of the episode, and if you have read it, let me know if what's going on with Damon, man, because I'm confused by that thing. All right, remember to give me a like, give me a subscribe if you can, ring that bell, ding ding. I am trying to grow the channel out. Remember too that some of the stuff that I've written are in the Amazon link in the description below. And check out some of my other videos, too, if you're into comics or other television shows or other movies. I do post something pretty much every day. All right? I'll see you guys in the next episode, and thank you again so much for spending time with me. I greatly appreciate it.